James Goldstein. Who he is to the NBA is who Michelle Lemmy is to the hip-hop industry. Because one thing you got to understand about our world is basically ran by corporations. And every organization, whether if it's corporate, political, or cultural, is being ran by a hidden force. Because they're going to show you the owners and the CEOs, but the hidden force is the unseen hand. The unseen hand is the covenant, the contract that they made with dark covenants when you're talking about draconian magic. So the inception of James Goldstein bloodline comes from the Canaanite bloodline. So that means that he's a hybrid Albion Ashkenazi Jew. And that bloodline in itself is interconnected to Vladimir the Impaler, who is the real Count Dracula. So when you get to the inception of the Goldstein, when you look at the etymological roots, it comes from the Yiddish language. And Yiddish culture comes from Zionist culture. So that's how you know that they're basically the epitome of the synagogues of Satan. So that means that you got dark forces, hidden hands that runs the great majority of these corporations and these organizations. What people got to understand is that every industry is ran by witches and warlocks. I'm going to say it again. Every industry is ran by witches and warlocks. Because when you understand the occult, when you understand etymology and bloodline, you will understand the inception of these dark forces. Right? Because when you understand names like Silverstein, Goldstein, and Bergstein, those are all Yiddish language. And that Yiddish language is interconnected to the Order of the Dragon, which is a secret society. The Order of the Dragon is a secret society that practices draconian magic, that basically interfaces with corporations, that is controlled by dark forces. Now, one thing that I found interesting about James Goldstein is that he has a club called Sky Space. It's a subterranean club in the caverns of LA. Now, when you go to the 1930s, it speaks of a newspaper talking about how there's a subterranean kingdom that is ran by lizard people, right? So there's a correlation to that. Now, this is also in alignment with the jinn when you're talking about the Holy Quran, because in the Holy Quran, it speaks of jinn being lizard people. So there is a dark force or, draconian entities on the planet that control the great majority of these corporations. I'm going to show you this video that basically extrapolates that knowledge.
Jinn races, many of them look like lizards, literally. And as a result, if their frequency enters into people and occupies that person, they create that barrier.